Good morning, everyone. Today is 3rd October, Sunday. Just now it is 11:30 a.m. We're starting a little late because of some work at my end. Okay, let's start the lecture. So, last 8 to 10 lectures around, I did the fundamentals. So, we covered right from the beginning how drawing a circle of competence, then understanding the economy, defining the modes of a company. Then we understood how to read annual reports. Then we saw profit and loss, balance sheet, cash flows. Then we saw the key ratios. Then I showed you how to write down the scanning criteria based on fundamentals. Now today's lecture is more of technical only, and now few lectures will be on technicals, and then at the end I will close with the mutual funds. I want to do a little bit on mutual funds. About 3 lectures I'll do on mutual funds. Then now 3 to 4 lectures will be on technicals, and then 1 lecture on the classical patterns, like what we saw candlestick. Then we'll see the classical trading patterns like double top, double, then head and shoulder, and all those kind of cup shape. So we'll see the classical patterns. I want to finish this batch by December end, so that in the new year I start with a new batch where you all will be always there. There is open thing that is, I'm not going to close anyone, because learning is never one-ended thing. It is not a close-ended thing. It will keep on happening, and definitely you all can 100% attend, and some more people will be there. Okay, hopefully. Let's start with the Nifty. See, the Nifty is giving me very negative signals. If you can see, you are able to see the Nifty chart, right, everyone? Just one of you just
Yes.
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 see the candles which are there on the Nifty. The candles are very small candles. Most of them are doji or small body green candles, couple of them. So if you see in this last 5, 6, 7 days, or if you see this much period from here, we are moving around in some kind of a consolidated manner. Okay, and these are the lines, horizontal lines, and I can see one demand zone which has already got tested. Tested means it has already got some kind of a candle has already formed in that demand zone. You can see this last candle. So supposing the Nifty crosses this line of 17,500 and 17,369 का जोन के नीचे आया, और then there is a good possibility that it will break this 17,200 line, and it can fall further by another 500 to 1,000 points. Now how much it will fall will base on the kind of scenario. Some scenarios which have happened in this 1 week period is the China issue is becoming bigger and bigger. Right from the realty, we heard about the Evergrande issue, then we are hearing about the power crisis, then there is a compulsion reduction of the production, and China is releasing the resources, aluminium and all those. So China issue is becoming bigger and bigger, and we have not seen the whole thing. Then there are some rumors which is the goal which they are saying is sort of a not the right thing, it is some kind of a wrong thing. So the bullion reserves are not 100% sure. So all this information on China is becoming a negative day by day. The next other important point is the inflation is increasing world over, including India. The crude prices are increasing, the commodities are increasing. Then the bond yields are increasing in US. It has come to about 1.46%. So this, and the Fed has said that by November they will start doing the tapering, okay, of the liquidity which they are providing. So that is also going to be in effect. So with all this kind of news, negative news, and the world markets are continuously having negative kind of reactions. So please expect that sooner or later there is going to be some kind of a correction which is bound to happen. How fast it will happen, how soon it will happen, nobody can define that. But ये तो होना है. Or we are lucky if it is only 10 or 15%. Because last week when we were around 16,500, 17,000 beginning, we thought that if it corrects, it will come down to 15,500. Then the market has gone up by another 1,000 points. So what we cannot say is how much it will fall, because the earlier expectation was it will fall around 15,500 levels. This was the expected level at that point of time. Now that 15,500 levels and the difference of 18,000, it has become 3,000, 2,500 points. So this big difference is, the range is becoming bigger and bigger, and that is becoming a problem for many of us. Now there are three types of investors. Somebody who will think that मेरे को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, I will stay invested. Somebody who will think that I will come out of the market, I'll make a big cash call. And we are taking the middle part of reducing some of the stocks which may not give you a good return later on once the correction happens. So it is better to do little bit of, say, 10-15 trimming, 10-15% of trimming in your swing trades, as well as some 5 to 10% in your core portfolio. Now you're seeing this whole week, the trend is different. You can see the PSU stocks going up, the coal going up, NTPC going up, the oil stocks going up because of the energy related crisis which is happening. As we understand, the coal situation is bad, and some power stations are having only coal worth, means okay, you're there, your internet is there, you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Because I got some Zoom messages. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, Viraf, your screen was not very clear. The text, etc. So now it is little better, but
अच्छा.
I don't know if it is their internet side problem. Now it is again blur. So
यहाँ तो मेरे को तो बराबर दिख रहा है, आप लोग को और किसी को बराबर नहीं आ रहा है, ऐसा है?
I can see that Nifty का chart, Viraf.
Yeah.
So blur इसके पहले आया था, but now it is showing. But हाँ, पूरा screen clear नहीं है. Like
so for example, Nifty index 50 है ना, उसके आगे जो लिखा हुआ numbers है ना, those are not very clear for me.
Correct. Yeah, that is not clear.
Yeah.
Even for me, it is blurred only.
I don't know what to do now.
But it's okay. We're talking through, now, so we understand.
Yeah.
Message is like your internet connection is unstable. Let me. I can't do anything basically just now.
Yeah. No, the only thing is your recording will be that.
No.
Yeah, I'm doing recording. I'll share the recording. No problem. The recording will be clear because I think so. The recording will be on my screen, and it is just now. It is very clear.
Great.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
what I was trying to tell you was this situation the world over is little sketchy, and the markets are also afraid, and there is a continuous behavior which is confusing signals. Now, if you see the experts also, some of the experts are not worried at all. And as I was telling you, there are three types of investors. One will be taking a cash call and reduce the numbers in the whole portfolio. I know of one person who has reduced his portfolio like nearly 80% इससे निकाल दिया, and he is quite a senior person, okay, whom I interact regularly. तो उसने 80% निकाल दिया. Then there are a couple of mutual fund people like Newgen and all, they have reduced by 10%. And some people are like me. I have said that in the swing portfolio, if you want, reduce by 15, 20, 30% depending upon your choice. And in the the core portfolio, you reduce by 5 to 10%. Because I'm not expecting a very major kind of fall. Okay, इतना major fall नहीं होने वाला है. फॉल होगा, लेकिन 1-2 महीने के लिए हमको थोड़ा ये हो जाएगा, it will be little bad, and afterwards we will be able to see the things going properly. So this is the monthly chart on the, and you can see the September month candle is not a very good candle. It is a small body candle. August का बड़ा था, June, July was small. So this is my monthly chart. But overall trend is still on the uptrend. So overall trend is still bullish. Okay, now I'll be doing today moving averages and then we'll be seeing price volume. So थोड़ा theory parallel में आपके साथ में रहता हूँ. Now in this particular trading view, they don't show the volume for the indices. You can see that it is mentioned here, no volume data available. Okay, so trading view doesn't give me, but if you go to investing.com or if you go to Sharekhan, there is a volume available for the indices also. So you can see here, this is my Nifty and I can see the volume available over here also. So this is the volume chart, the bars, and there is something called as on balance volume, which I'll explain you. Now I have done some, okay, let me remove something. So you can see the light blue colored one is a 10 period exponential moving average. The dark blue is the 20 period exponential moving average. And then we have the pink one is the 200 period exponential moving average. So let's take first one at a time. I'm taking the 10 period EMA. This is the light blue one. What do you see? The 10 period is, I'm on the day chart. So the period means 10 day backwards. You take your values, the close price values, and divide by 10. That will give me the simple moving average. But I have taken exponential. So what does it do? It adds some percentage and gives me the near values, that is near candles, the value will be much weighted compared to the previous 8, 9, 10 last few days. So it gives me an exponential weightage, and this exponential weightage gives me a good amount of idea. Now I'll show you the difference between an exponential and a simple moving average. You can see on the chart itself. Now I'm doing the same chart, but I am going to give you for simple moving average. I am going to do theory also parallel with this. So I am doing simple moving average of 10 days and I have put a green line. The color is green and the input is on the close. Okay, you can see on the close of the candle, and I do add. So now you can see slightly, you can see the green is going above the light blue ones. Somewhere it is like this, and here now you can see here, this is the candle. The EMA will always be near the price. The EMA will always be near the price. But यहाँ दोनों merge हो चुका है, because you cannot see any much of a difference. Here you can see lightly the light green one is little above and the blue one is below. So whether you take a SMA or a EMA, SMA is just a simple moving average and EMA is exponential moving average. In exponential, it will give you little about values near the price chart. So I am taking this exponential for my understanding. Now, what you see? Let us see, we go backwards. We are seeing this is the point on the left of the chart. You can see the blue line is crossing the prices. Then the price is going above. Whenever the price goes above a moving average, it indicates a bullish signal. And that point of time, I'm drawing a vertical line, and you can see the green charts are started, the green bars are started, and there is some kind of an indicator which is called as on balance volume. I will be showing you the theory slides also, but just now I am trying to explain you the on balance volume has started increasing. You can see that on balance volume has started increasing. यहाँ भी इंक्रीज है, फिर दो रेड कैंडल आया तो थोड़ा वो स्लोप डाउनवर्ड हुआ, फिर ग्रीन कैंडल आया वापस वो ऊपर जाने चला, यहाँ वापस थोड़ा उसको नेगेटिव मिला तो नीचे आया. Now if the volume is increasing, if the price is increasing, and if the OBV is increasing, it gives me an indication that the trend is bullish. The trend is bullish. Now you can see here, this moving average also becomes a support and resistance. Here it was, if it would have been above, it would have become a resistance. But here you can see it is nearly touching the line. So it becomes a support. It becomes a support, it becomes a support. Here थोड़ा वो नीचे आया, लेकिन और नीचे नहीं गया. लेकिन here you can see at the end, in the last 2 days, the blue line is above the prices. What does it indicate? It indicates to me that Nifty 50 is in the sell zone. Nifty 50 is in the sell zone. Now, if there was a stock like Nifty 50, I would have sold that stock. But Nifty 50 is consisting of many stocks. So in that case, I will say if I take Nifty Bs, the Nifty B will also show me the same pattern, provided the Bs are exactly in the same way as the index. So what do we see? Moving average. When the price goes above the moving average, it is a buy state. Now you can see here, continuously ऊपर है, ऊपर है, ऊपर है, ऊपर ऊपर है. See the OBV also continuously increasing. It is increasing. But यहाँ आने के बाद OBV is telling me that I am reaching the, I'm not able to, yeah. OBV is telling me that अभी मेरे को थोड़ा negative दिख रहा है. You can see the other wall on the right side, the vertical line. तो यहाँ से मेरे को थोड़ा negative दिखा रहा है, and OBV has started coming down. यहाँ थोड़ा horizontal है, saturated है. Now what do we see? The OBV is along with the price, the volume bars, they give me an indication that मेरा index या मेरा stock गिर रहा है या आगे जा रहा है. So now I am getting an indication from here that the Nifty 50 is likely to fall. Now I am removing this and I am adding an indicator which we are going to study today, which is called as ADX. So I am adding that indicator, study ADX, average directional index. Now there is a range which is given, oversold is 20 and overbought is 40. Now as per my understanding and which I have seen, we are putting over one line as 25 and other line we are putting as 60. I can keep it at 40 also. Okay, just now we'll keep it at 40 and we'll put our average line. Okay, then we'll see the color green, red. Okay, this third one, which is the ADX line, I'm putting as a blue color and I'm just making it little thicker so that you all can see it. Okay, now see here, ADX is below. See at the same points. At this point, ADX was below 25. Now we will see the ADX. Just now I am making a statement. Whenever it is below 25, it means this blue line is below 25. It means it has not gained strength. Thus, whatever the signal, whether it is uptrend or downtrend, the strength is not there. At this point of time, it is crossing the 20. Here it is crossing that 25. Okay. Now if you see between these 2 points, okay, between these 2 points, you can see that there is hardly any major movement. If I draw a small 3 line, what you can see is this distance. If I take the average of these prices, it will be around this line. दो ऊपर है, दो नीचे है, और ये बीच में सब points average है. See the ADX. ADX is less than 25. Whenever ADX is between 0 and 15, if I am just touching it here, you can see the value of ADX. It is 23. Here it is 19. And here it is how much? 11. Below 15, the ADX gives me a consolidation signal. Below 15, the blue line ADX gives me a consolidation signal. Now, whether it is an uptrend or downtrend, I will know from one thing. What is that one thing? The green line in the ADX. The green line is crossing the red line over here. You can see this point. The green line is crossing the red line over here. Now, when I go up, the green line is showing me a figure of PDI, positive directional index is 31.32. And the same point below, you can see NDI, that is negative directional index, is 24. Whenever the PDI, that is the green line, is above the red line, it indicates the strength is there. Bullish strength ho raha hai. You can see here it is red line is below. The values you can see 31.20. Now, what we do, if we want a strong decision to be taken, I will have to see that ADX 25 ke upar hai. Then I will see green line is above 25. Third, I will see my volume graph is increasing. Fourth, I will see if my price chart is also showing me the same kind of trend. That you will see from this second vertical line, the things have started changing. 25 ke upar hai ADX, okay, it is going above. Green line is also above 25, red line is below 25. So green meaning positive strength, bullish, it is increasing. OBV is increasing, on balance volume is also increasing, it is increasing. And this price chart is also telling me, the moving average is also telling me I am on the upward move. So till here, it is on the upward move. Then you can see at this point, the third vertical line, I am seeing the OBV started going down. I am seeing from this point onwards, the slope of my ADX line has also started going down. Third thing I am seeing is my green DMI positive value is also started going down. What does it indicate? It indicates to me that Nifty is getting weaker now. Now I am on the day chart. What I will do, I will move to the weekly chart. The higher time frame gives a better sort of confirmation to me that yes, the weakness is thin. Let me see the weekly chart. So now I am on the weekly chart. So weekly chart पे मेरे को will draw some vertical lines to see. This is my first vertical line, green about 25. This is my blue about 25. Okay. Then the third line, you can see the values going below 25. ADX is going below 25. Even the green has gone down below 25 here. Then a consolidation sort of thing. Then once again little upward movement. And then once again you can see a strength which is going down. The green is going down. Now at this point A, this first line, vertical line, I am seeing the blue line is below 25. So it is a weak trend. The green has just started moving about 25. The red is below. So here onwards I can see it's thoda improvement hai. Strength is trying to increase. You can see this is also coming. At this point of time 25 pe aa gaya. So now I know there is a good strength in the stock. Here it is the Nifty. Then green has moved out up. Once again, the green has come down between 25 and 40. It is still good for me because it is showing me upward trend from year to year. It is upward trend. Okay, it has moved here from year to year, upward trend. When it came here, what is happening? It is coming below 25. So green is also below 25. Red is little above. Red is overtaking. So the negative trend is overtaking. So you can see here, the red one has overtaken the green one. You can see here, the stock has gone down. Then about 25, once again at this point of time, if you see, if I draw a vertical line, even though my ADX was negative मतलब 25 के below है, still the green is going above. So थोड़ा stock में positiveness आ रहा है, but इतना नहीं है because you can see here this is becoming flat and you can see the ADX is not cross 25 still. Now ADX is moving up, it is moving up, the blue line is moving up, उसके साथ green line भी ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है, but यहाँ मेरे को green line ने बोला अब मैं थक गया हूँ, मैं नीचे आ रहा हूँ. So what has happened? On 3rd of October, the green line is showing me it is coming down. Here it was how much? 38. PDI was 38. Here it is, PDI is 34. But still I'm saying the red line is down only. So unless and until the red line starts moving up, till that time we have a understanding that you can see still here also on the moving average, the red candle, the green candle, yes, they are still above the 10 days weekly EMA. 10, here is the period is 10, the chart is weak, so this become a weekly moving average. This become a weekly moving average. Now if you see the weekly moving average, let us see the pattern. Okay, यहाँ वो chart के साथ में था, लेकिन prices are just above the chart, so little bullish. You can see here also OBV is increasing, green ऊपर है 25 के, लेकिन यहाँ that was my last year April 20 COVID times, it fell. What happened? The blue came above. So whenever a moving average, whether it is 10, 20 or 50, goes above the chart, it means it is a sell position. And normally when we take this particular thing, we use for identifying whether it is a uptrend or downtrend, we use a moving average for this particular purpose. To identify whether it is uptrend or downtrend, we use a 50 simple moving average. So I am taking a 50 simple moving average, making it little bolder. It is a green one. You can see here. Here it was green. फिर यहाँ से वो negative हुआ तो वो red आया. This is my 50 simple moving, 50 period simple moving average. Then the green, which में red दिख रहा है थोड़ा थोड़ा. Then it is moving up. So my 50 moving average is also telling me this is the weekly chart. So 50 weekly periods, if I go backwards, add up the values of the closing prices and divide by 50, I am still getting the prices above. So what does it indicate? This period of time, the crossover happened. But here you can see it is still below. So what does it mean? The overall strength is still positive. The overall Nifty strength is still positive. If I take the monthly chart, you can see that monthly chart. 1 minute. आया monthly chart आया. Monthly chart में देखा यहाँ 50 पर support लिया, 10 EMA तो 10 EMA is a shorter period EMA. So 10 EMA का validity will be lesser compared to the 50 EMA because 50 EMA is a longer period. 50 EMA means here what? 50 months का closing price. उसको मैंने लिया and if I take SMA, I divide by 50. If I take EMA, I give importance to the near prices much more. There is a formula for the smoothing of the curve. So you can see here on the 50 moving average, monthly moving average, the COVID period, this was the time when the prices closed below the candle or below the 50 EMA green line. And here it is seeing it is still above. The purple one is the 200. So yearly point of view say both upper hai. So the overall strength of my Nifty is still positive. It is still positive. Let us see the Bank Nifty. This whole thing I am going to do, the whole lecture of 1.5 hours, 45 minutes, I am going to do on the charts and then show you the theory. So once you understand the charts, the theory will be easy for you. So here we see Nifty Bank. Here is my Nifty Bank. The light blue is a exponential 10 period moving average. Just 1 minute, I'll remove all this. Okay, now the light blue is my 10 EMA and the green one is my 50 EMA. So what do you see? I am on the monthly chart. Bank Nifty on the monthly chart. This point of time it was bad. Then it started moving up. 50 EMA से भी ऊपर है. यहाँ वो क्रॉस किया 10 EMA, but 50 EMA से ऊपर है. यहाँ 50 EMA से वो नीचे हो गया price. Means that COVID period was bad for the bank, and then it has moved up. You can still see that the bank EMA is little bit थोड़ा weak है, okay, because if you see the since last so many months the bank Nifty is not moving up much, okay, थोड़ा ऊपर करने की कोशिश की लेकिन वापस last few days it has come down. Let me see the weekly chart. The last week it has shown a red candle. उसके आगे का 2 week green था. So it tried to move up. This was the line where it tried to move up, but somewhere it is going down. See the charts. At this point of time, ADX became strong. ADX crossed 25, it was strong. The green line is above 25, it is strong. The red line is below 25, it is weak. So the positive upper bullish trend, upward movement is strong. So that is what you are seeing. Even though the 50 EMA is saying it is not so strong, it is more of a horizontal line, flat line. So it is more of consolidation. You can see this is little consolidation. यहाँ ये पॉइंट पे वो काफी ऊपर आ चुका है, ओके, यहाँ वो काफी ऊपर आ चुका एंड देन इट टुक अ स्लाउंज. यहाँ पॉइंट पे इफ यू सी द 50 EMA, यहाँ से यहाँ वो फ्लैट था, and then it started going down, the blue one. Even the green has started going down from here. And at this point when it came down here, okay, it was nearly okay. So you must have understood one concept which I told you. Now see here, there is one very shocking thing which you can see. वो 200 EMA से भी नीचे आ गया था when it was somewhere in April. You can see here, at this point of time the purple line is above the price. This is my 10, this is my 200, and the red one is my 50. The green and red combination is 50. So you can see here, ये 200 से भी, ये पर्पल वन इज 200, वो 200 से भी नीचे आ गया था. मीन्स ईयरली जो मूविंग एवरेज है उससे भी वो नीचे हो गया था प्राइस. कब प्राइस नीचे हुआ था? इट वाज इन दिस पीरियड ऑफ अप्रैल, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर का पीरियड में. राइट फ्रॉम हियर यू कैन, व्हेन इट फेल फ्रॉम मार्च, इट स्टार्टेड, द 200 purple one was above. So when this thing happens, the 200 EMA, here it is weekly, so exponential weekly moving average for 200 period, if that is going down, 200 period means 4 years का average, 50 weeks is approximately 1 year, so 4 years का average वो नीचे गिर गया. तो ये प्राइस इतना फॉल हुआ था लास्ट मार्च अप्रैल में, उसके बाद वो ऊपर गए गया एंड नाउ इट इज स्टिल स्टेबल. बट इफ यू सी the blue line is telling me that my 10 EMA on the weekly chart is just touching, it is taking the support. और अगर थोड़ा आगे जाके वो नीचे गिरा तो लाइक इन माय डे चार्ट आई विल बी एबल टू सी दैट. हियर इज माय डे चार्ट नाउ. ठीक है, देखिए यहाँ वो ब्लू लाइन ऊपर आ चुका है और द प्राइसेस आर गॉन डाउन. व्हाट डज इट टेल मी नाउ? इट टेल्स मी नाउ दैट the Nifty on the day chart is showing me weakness. Nifty on the day chart is showing me weakness. Or bank, not Nifty, it is Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty on the day chart is showing me weakness. और यहाँ देखिए ब्लू भी 25 से नीचे आ गया, ग्रीन भी 25 से नीचे आ गया और रेड ऊपर जाने की कोशिश कर रहा है. So what does it indicate? It indicates to me that coming period my Nifty, Bank Nifty is likely to go down. I hope you all are understanding it. Now let me see another sector, which is what I should take in. Let's take some bearish sectors. IT. Just wait. I got multiple graphs. So when I write up all those things and send it to you all, I look at my fundamentals and then I see my charts for timing decision. Now see Nifty IT. On the day chart, Nifty IT, the 10 EMA is moving very much near the chart. What does it mean? IT is showing, you can see this period, ये पूरा period, same levels पे Nifty on the day chart. यहाँ से ऊपर आया और यहाँ से यहाँ तक वो सेम लेवल्स पे है और यहाँ से क्या हुआ, वो गिरना चालू हुआ. दैट इज व्हाई वी आर सेइंग इट इज ऑन द कंसोलिडेशन पीरियड एंड दैट इज द रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर एवरी स्टॉक एंड एवरी इंडाइस दैट इट हैज टू कंसोलिडेट एंड स्टार्ट करेक्टिंग. तो यहाँ टच हुआ और यहाँ से इसके बाद इफ यू सी यहाँ से the blue line is above the price chart, the price is below. When the price is below and the moving average is above, it tells me that in the 10-day moving average, last 10 days prices, exponential moving average, the Nifty IT is taking a beating. Okay, so there is some correction. You can see that validity here, blue line भी नीचे हो रहा है, green line भी नीचे हो रहा है, red ऊपर जा रहा है. And OBV, on balance volume, is telling me, the volume indicator is telling me that there is a negative filling in the volume also. Okay, let us see my next thing, which is my tech metals. Just now I am in the teaching mode, then we'll see the various stocks and then I'll show you the slides. So मैं practically explain करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. So here is my Nifty metal. Okay, I remove this demand zone. It has touched it and once again gone up. So here is my Nifty metal. Compared to IT, the Nifty metal का 50 period EMA, you can see this 50 period का moving average, simple moving average is now above this. You can see here. ये ग्रीन लाइन ऊपर है प्राइस के, ये कैन से यहाँ साथ में था, यहाँ थोड़ा ऊपर है, चार प्राइसेस अबव. नाउ हियर दिस 2 points it is. See the weekly chart. The weekly chart will also tell me वीक में थोड़ा 50 EMA SMA is above, price is above. So day chart में it is telling me currently that the metal has now undergone a lot of correction. You can see ये पूरा यहाँ से यहाँ last so many days, maybe not so many days, you can see it is in the same movement. Last so many weeks, it is more or less correcting. You can see here, same level पे. It is moving in this zone from year to year. That's all. ज़्यादा movement ही नहीं है, इतने में वो ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. This is the Nifty Metal Index. what you see here, the blue line, which is my 10 EMA, is actually touching here the price. यहाँ support ले रहा था और अभी prices started going little downward. Only on the last day, last week में थोड़ा it is on the price body only. But if you see the day chart is definitely telling me that it is becoming weaker. Okay, it is becoming weaker. See the ADX is below 25, that means it is weak. Green line is below and the red is above, that means it is weak. See the OBV में थोड़ा mixed signals है, ऊपर गया फिर नीचे आया फिर flat हुआ. अभी ये flat है, इसके लिए OBV भी flat दिखा रहा है. OBV is based on the closing prices and the volume for that day. So that is why it is showing you the flatness.
Virat, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, tell me, please, no problem.
So do we have data or analysis when it is a consolidating period? How many people have bought? Do we have such data available? Because suppose
So
say
that I'll tell you what you have to do is, आपको मैं आज दिखाने वाला हूँ. You have to go to the NSE site.
so if you want to take it later, don't worry.
No problem. I'll just show you that. Supposing I want to see a particular stock. Now there are two types of data available. Some data is paid data, some data is free data. I have not paid this for this data, but I am showing you the what is free data available. So just now I am showing you a company TCS. Okay. Okay, let me see TCS now. Okay. So here is the data for TCS. This is the market depth, which tells me the position. Yeah. Now see here, on this particular day, 1st October, end of day, EOD means end of day, the quantity traded was 15,78,374 shares. Out of this 15 lakhs, 9 lakhs was deliverable. That is, what is deliverable? मेरा जैसा investor ने 9 lakhs buy किया. Okay, but then if you see the difference, 15 minus 6, 9 is 6 lakhs. That means 6 lakhs investors have not taken the delivery. What they have done? They have done trading intraday. Liya becha. So trading quantity has gone up, but deliverables quantity is only 9 lakh. So what is the percentage of delivery? Percentage of delivery is 58%. What does it indicate? Mean that more investors, 58% of the investors have bought these shares on 1st October. Okay. So remaining 42% will be the one who have undergone speculation, like FNO होगा, futures होगा, options होगा, intraday traders होगा, उन्होंने buy sell किया है. Okay, understood this? So from this data, now there is a historical data which is available. That historical data, if you see here on the right hand side, get market data, and there is paid करके लिखा है. So you have to pay, and from the range, from this date to this date, I want this data. There you will be seeing the percentage delivery quantities, or individually if you want to see one day at a time, you will have to get it from here. Follow?
Okay.
This also tells me what is the block deal done. Like recently we heard some block deals happening in a particular stock. You will be able to see that any particular. So at the end of the day, after around 6:37, the latest figures of will be able to get on the NSE side. Okay. Now the order book position is like this. Like this is my 15 lakh 78, which was my traded on 1st October. Value was 59 lakhs का value था. Market cap. Now there is also something called as a free float market cap and a market cap. The speculation will be more if the free float market cap will be more. And when we find that the number of stocks traded is much more than the free float market cap, it indicates it tells me that बहुत सारा speculation हुआ. So many times a छोटे company में free float market cap is few 100 crores, 500, 200 crores, and if we find the trading is very high, much above the market cap, then we should understand that there is a lot of speculation going across a particular stock. So there we go back. So here is my, which is this Nifty Metal. So Nifty Metal is showing me weak. I'm not taking RSI or anything. I'm just taking ADX, OBV, and the volumes. If you want, I can add the volume bars also, but then it becomes too small. See the volume bar. On the straight tiger, I don't get a average line. But if you see on the, what we see, trading view, not for the indices, but if I take a particular stock, like here is Bajaj Finance, I'll be able to see the volume. And then I see a blue line across that thing. You can see the blue line. So there is a OBV and there is a volume का bars है और ये volume bar के ऊपर एक line चल रहा है. So this is my average volume. So what does it tell me? When I look at the stocks in trading view, it tells me that this particular volume over here is lesser than the average period. What is that period of average is 20 period. Okay, now that settings I have to do here. Normally we keep it 20 only. You can see volume green line, red line. Okay, volume moving average. It is of 20 period. And if you want to change the period and all, you can go there and you can put the, what is the moving average length is 20. That is why it is showing 20. If you want the 10 period, you can keep 10 period also. But the default 20 is okay because the larger value is better. Now, if you see here on the day chart, the volumes will be little, yeah. You can see this blue line is average volumes. Now, unfortunately, on some of the sites you will get something, some site you will not get something. So this is my OBV line, on balance volume. Okay, and I want to show you the average. So here I'm showing you the average, not direction. I'll show you ADX later. I'll just show you average just now. Okay, moving average. Okay, now see here, I'm just changing the settings here. I'm showing you here because some of you will be using this, that is why. Now this, I want to showing you 10 period and 50 period. So this is my 10 period, which is my light blue line. I'll keep the yellow one as I was having it there, yellow. थोड़ा थिकनेस बढ़ा देता हूँ. So you can see here. Now the other one is the 50 period, I'll say. Now you can see this stock. Why I was not showing you this trading view, because this bars will not be available for my any of these sectors. You can see I'm clicking on this. In the case of sectors, the bars are not available. The volume bars. It tells me the data is not available. Okay. But in case of stocks, it is available. So I'm able to show you the stocks. Okay. Here I'm once again on Bajaj Finance. So in this trading view, I get one more information, is the average one. Okay. Now you can see here Bajaj Finance. The yellow line is my 10 EMA and the blue line is my 50 EMA. Now you can see that the stock is crossing the 10. It has to come down. Bajaj Finance at 7,500 is actually costly. But then what happens? There is a lot of speculation. Valuation से बहुत ज़्यादा costly है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा costly है, फिर भी people are there buying. Okay, so that is the way it is. You can't do much in such scenarios. Okay, now let me show you some presentation and move parallel. So let's see the price volume. First we'll see price volume, then we'll see moving averages, and then we'll see ADX DI. Fundamentals, we use the economy, the industry, and the stock. We analyze using P&L, balance sheet, cash flow, key ratios, and the management quality. Then technicals we require because we have to take a decisions on the charts. So they are not that I will do either this or that. In fact, when you do fundamentals with technicals or technicals with fundamentals, they are complementing each other, and therefore it is definitely important that technicals will tell me when do I enter, when do I exit, when do I pyramid. Just now I'm not showing you this Bollinger Bands, but Bollinger Bands are used on this Donchen channels are used for doing pyramiding. So here are my technicals which I'm going to study. So the trends we saw earlier lectures, the support and resistance and candlestick patterns we saw, demand zone, supply zone we saw in 22nd lecture, Bollinger Band I did in the 20th lecture. I'll repeat some little bit of Bollinger Band. Now I'm going to do today these three things: price volume, moving average, and ADX. These two blocks I'm going to do today. Relative strength we'll see it next time with the Bollinger Band. Fib levels we'll see it next time, and then MACD pivot. So there are two types of indicators: leading, which tells you before a particular price trend happens; lagging means it tells you afterwards. But on my thinking is like this: most of the indicators are more or less lagging, except Ichimoku gives me a cloud which tells me greenish color in the advance, and little bit of RSI can tell me through divergence that there is a possibility of a fall or a rise. Otherwise, Bollinger Band and even MACD, they tell me more of a lagging. In the books, you'll find that people will say on balance volume is more of a leading indicator, but I feel that on a particular day, I cannot take a decision based on one particular thing. I will have to look at multiple things. So that is what we say confluence. Now, trading volume will indicate that a particular stock, how much it has traded in a particular period. So for our stocks, we'll be looking at the volumes. For F&O, we'll see at the contracts. And volume and price patterns will tell me whether there is a strong trend in the market or there is a weak trend. What are the advances? What are the decline? Even the advance decline ratio tells me about the strength. If you see, I have mentioned sometimes advance out of say 1800 stocks, 900 stocks have advance and decline is 950. That means it is nearly similar. 1:1. But if advance is more than decline, it means the market is little positive. If advance is less than the decline, means the market is little negative. Price and volume are both important for analysis. And price and volume by itself is doesn't give me much, but it has to be looked with the graphs. Volume at the end of the day tells me how many transactions have happened. and volume always precedes price, meaning volume movement happens before price movement, and I can easily see that the volume tells me that there is a possibility that the price will increase or the price will go down or it will remain in a similar consolidated manner. Many a times we compare the volumes of two companies, which is wrong. कंपनी का बिहेवियर अलग होता है, फ्री फ्लोट अलग होता है, सो इट विल बी वेरिंग फ्रॉम कंपनी टू कंपनी. यू कैन नॉट डू अ डिसीजन बेस्ड ऑन द कंपनीज कि ये कंपनी का वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा है और इसका कम है, इसके लिए मैं वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा वाला मिलूंगा. या इन जनरल यू कैन रूल लाइक if the volume is about 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs, I will do the trading. But that is from trading point of view. When you want to compare your stock, compare the current volume with the same stock of the last 10-year period or 20-year period average volume. That will be a little better, because when you compare with the average, you will come to know कि ये मेरा stock अभी आज के डेट में एवरेज से कम है या ज़्यादा है. Use PV, price volume analysis, with your demand zone, supply zone, support and resistance, FIB levels, which we'll be doing later. You must be reading my levels in the messages. Candlestick patterns, which we have done earlier. Classical technical patterns we'll see later. And indicators like RSI, ADX, DI plus, DI minus, which we are doing today, MACD, etc. This is what I showed you just now. Check the delivery percentage volume. It will tell me actually real buying is happening, and I don't want to have a look at the fake kind of intraday speculations. Intraday speculations only tells me that the quantity is getting traded, but doesn't tell me actual buyers ने कितने ने buy किया. So volume delivery percentage tells me when actually the money has been paid and the demat account एक में से दूसरे में shift हुआ. Somebody is buying and somebody is selling, so the transfer of shares has happened from one demat account to another demat. If I look at the intraday speculation, like just now we saw in TCS, it was 58% volume delivery. So 100 minus 58, which will be 42%, will be my intraday volume transaction. Volume transaction will depend on the free float market cap. When the free float is high, then there can be a more of speculation in that stock also. Many a times stock trading volume exceeds the number of outstanding shares. It indicates that there is a short-term intraday trading happening, which is spurring up, increasing the stock's prices. There is a heavy amount of buying or selling activity which is happening in that stock. When we see a ratio, total quantity traded divided by number of trades. Example is, supposing I trade 10 quantity, somebody will trade 50 quantities. And what happens, the FIS will take 5,000 quantities or 500 quantities or 50 lakh shares. So the total quantity traded divided by number of trades, 50 trades, 100 trades in a day or 5,000 trades in a day. That ratio tells me what is the amount of smart money. If that ratio is increasing in day-to-day basis over a period of time, it indicates there is good amount of buying happening. FIIs, mutual funds, pension funds, they are buying in this stock. Whenever there is a divergence in the volume and price, we'll see 4 types of divergence. Just thoda time ke baad. Whenever there is a divergence, that means price and volume are in opposite direction. That means market will become, or the stock will become bearish. When they are in the same trend, moving parallel, then market or stock will be bullish. Whenever we see, supposing a uptrend ho raha hai, and suddenly a big red candle comes or a big green candle comes, there is a possibility that there can be a trend reversal. When I am doing trading, I need to be having liquidity in my stock. So whenever the stock is having good amount of volume trades, about 3 lakhs, about 5 lakhs, that should be the number which I am looking at. Trading in those stocks only. Now we'll see this, like we saw the screener ka technical scanning. Same way on charting, I will show you the scanning for the various kind of technical parameters. Okay. Now there are 4 cases when the price is increasing and the volume is also increasing. So let us see that case on the chart. Let me take a stock. Let's see Bajaj Finance. So here is Bajaj Finance. So there are too many things here. I'll show you. These are the FIB levels which I have mentioned to you all. So based on the charts, okay. I'll remove this and then show you that. See, this period was the time when there was a consolidation. Then it moved up and once again it has started moving at the same levels. थोड़ा ऊपर है लेकिन वो नीचे आएगा वापस. I'm removing the volume plus just now. At this point of time, the price showed me increase. But if you see, the indicator showed me increase somewhere here. So इतना दिन 4 दिन ऑलरेडी स्टॉक ऊपर हो गया था लेकिन इंडिकेटर ने थोड़ा टाइम लिया. But the green one told me I'm moving up. And the blue one was somewhere near, if you see at the side, 19.62. So when it is coming near 2025, I can take a decision of entering the stock here. I add up, I add up, I add up, I go up, I go up. This is my 10 EMA. This green one is my 50 SMA. Here it touched the support लिया, फिर भी वो ऊपर गया और यहाँ वो नीचे आ रहा है. Closing price is down the EMA. So I may exit at this point of time. So if I decide to exit at this point of time from Bajaj Finance, what is the point? It is telling me ये point पे exit करो. What is the curve? It is coming downwards. The green line is also coming down. Now if I am a risk taker, I will say I will hold for some time and then I will see whether वो 25 पे आने के बाद ही मैं नीचे exit करता हूँ. You can do that also, no problem. But definitely you can see that there is a weakness which is shown. Now what is my on balance volume? On balance volume is increasing. ये थोड़ा parallel था, फिर वापस ऊपर हुआ, अभी वापस वो थोड़ा नीचे आ रहा है. What is my volume charts? Now I'll remove this ADX and I'll show you the volume charts. You can see this red line is very big. So there was a good amount of selling here. Then small green lines in between red lines. Now, when there is a, take this particular case. 4 cases are there. Just now we are seeing volume is increasing as well as the price is increasing. Take this line. Take this line. The volume was increasing and the price is also increasing. The volume was increasing. You cannot see here. I'll just shift it at the side. You can see this volume, the green one is increasing and this green one is also increasing. So the volume is increasing and the price is increasing. It is this case. Volume is increasing and the price is increasing. Okay. How do I know it is increasing? What I do, I can have a look at my average volumes of the last 10 days. Now I am not shown here average volumes, but you can see here the same thing is here. Here I can see my average volumes. So the volume is increasing and the price is increasing. And this is average volume is the blue one. So you can see the bar is much above the blue line. So average volume 20 days ka average say price is also increasing and the volume is also increasing. What does it indicate to me? It indicates that it is a bullish trend. There is a high demand for the stock. Lot of enthusiasm is there, strong signal. Big people are buying money. Lot of money is coming in the stock. Traders are also buying, operators are also buying, and sometimes we foolish people, retailers also buy. And it is a good thing. This point of time when we buy, it is a good time. But क्या होता है? Retailers को क्या होता है? थोड़ा डर लगता है हमेशा. और वो, we don't enter the stock here. You can see there was a lot of green lines here. We could have entered the stock here, but retailers will enter at the end. तो उसने महंगा तो बाई कर लिया, उसके बाद क्या बोलेगा फाइनेंशियल दिस इंस्टीट्यूशंस, लेट्स सेल द स्टॉक, तो थोड़ा थोड़ा बेचना चालू किया. रिटेलर ने तो यहाँ बाई किया, इंस्टेड ऑफ बाइंग हियर they bought it at a very high price. So when most of the time it happens, when FIIs are selling, retailers are buying. And because FIIs have a lot of information which the retailers doesn't have it. So only thing when you look at these charts and we look at these things, then we come to know कि OBV increase हो रहा है, price का values average से ज़्यादा है, the price is increasing, so I should buy. I should not wait for the last very big candle. I should start buying at these levels.
Viraf, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just, I mean, that's just out of curiosity. From this volume figure, is there a way to figure it out? How much is FII buying and how much is general traders buying?
See, there is some kind of a PV analysis. This horizontal volume charts are available on this trading view. But you have to buy for that. You have to spend every month some 4,000, 5,000. You should be what do you say? This kind
that
of
is a paid
subscriber. You have to be a paid subscriber to TradingView. And,
okay.
And that at each level, it will give me a horizontal chart. यहाँ एक horizontal chart आएगा, उसमें green होएगा, red होएगा, green होएगा, red होएगा. For each of these candles, like this candle has moved from year to year, at each levels it tells me. Okay, that horizontal chart tells me कि कितना buy किया, ये price पे कितना buy किया, ये price पे कितना buy किया. But it doesn't tell me FIS ने कितना buy किया या DIS. That FIS, DIS figure, I get it at the end of the day.
Okay.
And NSE gives a provisional figure, and after a few days it will become a confirmation figure. So FIDS का नहीं मिलता है, but at every level in the candle, I'll get the amount of stocks which are bought or sold. So when you see a big amount of buying or selling happening, you should understand that there are a big number of institutional investors who are there. Then whenever times they have all these charts and the facilities, whereas we don't have. Insider information, scuttlebutt, वो भी information होता है. Like I don't want to name that person, but before ZIL went up. मैं 2 दिन पहला उसका stock बेचा. I sold at 230, 240, 250 ऐसा range में. And after that on a Friday, immediately there was a news. Not this Friday, last Friday. ये Friday के पहले वाला Friday. There was a news that Z has tied up with Sony. And just a day before or 2 days before, there was a big institutional buyer, one of the bulls in India. He bought some big legs of shares. I don't want to name him. इतना बड़ा buying किया, क्या उसके पास information नहीं था? Why he picked up the stock at 170, 180 levels in big numbers? And we don't know. We feel that 230, 250 बहुत अच्छा है, अभी निकलो. तो मैंने तो निकाल दिया, फिर वो स्टॉक 320 पे गया. That information I will not carry with me. For me, it was an important thing that 180 से 230, 240 गया और मेरा स्टॉक में बाहर निकल गया. Now that stock has come back to 230 levels. I don't know exactly today what is the level of Z. But what I'm trying to tell you is this information, this capacity of the charts and all, scuttlebutt information, insider information, they have a lot of information. And they buy these big numbers and suddenly the price zooms up. Now that Invesco case has come up once again, now they are both going to the courts and once again the Z stock will have a trouble time. Okay, now what I'm trying to tell you is big investors, FIIs, DIIs, mutual funds, they have a lot of insider information. They start buying. This is my accumulation time यहाँ से और यहाँ से वो continuously वो buy करते गया. Or you can see the green candles happening. The green candles are above the blue moving average line. So volume weighted average is telling me that buy the stock. There is another indicator which I can show you, which is called as the WAP. Volume weighted average. ये वॉल्यूम वेटेड एवरेज प्राइस है और वॉल्यूम वेटेड एवरेज प्राइस ट्रेंड है. So I'm clicking on the trend. You will see a green line coming. Okay, let me first click on the trend, the graph. Okay, it is a green line. मैं थोड़ा डार्क ग्रीन करता हूँ, so there should be a difference between the green lines. See here, there is a green line on the charts only. एक green line जा रहा है. थोड़ा मैं उसको ठीक करता हूँ. See here, there is a green line on the price chart. That green line tells me many traders do the buying based on this green line. वो दिन में स्टॉक का ये लेवल है, ऊपर नीचे होता है ना स्टॉक, क्या लेवल पे मैं बाय करूंगा, तो दे विल से आई विल बाय एट दिस लेवल. व्हाट इज दिस लेवल? जस्ट नाउ ओवर हियर इज the WAP value is 7687.32. So many traders, supposing मेरा दिन खत्म हो गया, like ये मेरा दिन खत्म हो गया, okay, this was my third. टुडे इज थर्ड. 1 अक्टूबर का मेरा ये लेवल था. अगर मेरे को कल जाके बुक करना है तो मैं क्या प्राइस पे बुक करूंगा? Whether I should book at 7522 or above price 7639. So what will the traders do? They will go and find the VWAP price. So VWAP, volume weighted average price, tells me 7545. तो क्या करेगा 7545 के आजू बाजू में? Now what has happened? What is this price? The volumes at each level, what was the different prices? वो price का weighted average निकाला volume के साथ लेके, and they have come to a value which is VWAP, and the VWAP said that I should book the stock at 7545 values. यहाँ क्या था? यहाँ मेरे को stock का value था 7619. यहाँ क्या था VWAP? 7535. यहाँ क्या था VWAP? 7597. So there are different ways in which people do the different tradings and all. Now we are not traders. In fact, I want to do also, but I don't have that much inclination because इतना speculation होता है, and the market is having so much of noise. You can see the noise, ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे ऊपर नीचे. So you don't enjoy doing it. Or one other thing which is not working is the logic जैसा चल काम ही नहीं कर रहा है. There are so many stocks which are having no fundamentals and they are going up like anything. तो मैं बैठ कर फंडामेंटल सोचूंगा like a long term investor, and we'll find that someday you'll find some stock doing something crazy. Z was a crazy thing. कहाँ से कहाँ गया? 180 से 350 तक, nearly double हो गया, 320 330 तक. Exactly I don't remember this now. I can see the stock. तो इतना मूव किया ओनली एक न्यूज पे, और इतना बाइंग हुआ, फिर इतना नेक्स्ट डे थर्ड डे के बाद वापस सेल हुआ. When these things happen, you as a investor point of view, will take a decision little carefully rather than do speculation. People are there, youngsters are there who do lot of speculations. 4 दिन कमाएगा और 1 दिन नुकसान करेगा और नुकसान इतना बुरी तरह से हो जाएगा कि you can see here, ये 180 के लेवल्स पे स्टॉक, द ब्लू लाइन से वो टच हो रहा था. ब्लू लाइन इज माय 200 EMA. The green and red line you can see here, this line, this is my 50 SMA. 50 SMA tells me the trend. Normally we use this line for the trend setting. और ये 10 EMA, देखो वो 10 EMA से अभी नीचे आ गया. इतना उसने ऊपर जोड़ लिया था, ये पॉइंट पे मैंने बेचा 230 240. एज अ नॉर्मल इन्वेस्टर आई अंडरस्टैंड कि यहाँ से बाद तो यहाँ मैंने बेचा, लेकिन उसके बाद वो स्टैंडी हुआ और वापिस वो 300 पे चला गया. 355 वाज द, सो 170 से 355 100% गेन कर दिया उसने और अभी वो नीचे आ गया. अभी कितना नीचे आएगा तो पता नहीं. अभी 300 के लेवल्स पे करीबन है, 295 पे क्लोजिंग किया, वापिस वो यहाँ तक आ सकते हैं. Now if I do the FIB levels which I am showing you just now, here is my FIB from this low, current low to the current high. The stock has already come down 38.2% from this low, active low to active high, recent low and high. So stock has already come down by 38.2% to 288 levels. अभी 295 है, 288 पे आएगा तो 38.2, इसके बाद 264 पे आएगा तो 50% down in this range and 61.8. So normally if I want to buy Z, what I will do, I will look at the golden ratio of 61.8 or 208, and that is the point which I feel. Now where is my demand zone? I can see a demand zone here. They have काफी ज्यादा candles है, फिर भी मैं थोड़ा risk ले रहा हूँ, and I can see a demand zone at somewhere this level. Okay, so ये एक है. Somebody will say, okay, I will not take at this level. ये मैं पूरा वीक का बेसिस पे लेता हूँ. There's a wick there. What I'm trying to tell you, this red wick is there. You can take at the whole week also, or you can take from body to wick. There are so many candles over here, so I'm taking from this body to wick. Okay. Yes. Mora. So I can buy at 267 levels. Looking at the demand zone. So between 267 to 242, if I want, I will buy Z. Okay. Now what I'll do, let the price fall. 267 से भी नीचे गया. I'll wait for it to pass through the demand zone और नीचे गया. So then I will start thinking of buying. Okay. Price volume. Now the price is going down and the volume is going up. When both are going up, price is going up, volume is going up, it means it is a buy. When price is going down and volume is going up, that means it is a bearish trend. Time to sell the stock. When price is going up slightly and the volume is coming down, that means what happens? Some people like us, retailers, are buying and there is not much of a bullish trend. It can be a possible trap. So many a times, as I told you, we buy at the very high end of a stock. We buy at a very high end of a stock. मैंने गलती से यहाँ बाय कर दिया. अभी मैं एक जी में बहुत खुश हो गया, मार्केट ऊपर जा रहा है, मैंने सोचा कि अभी मैं बाय कर लूँ. तो मैंने कभी बाय किया 300, 310, 312 पे बाय किया. एंड सडनली नेक्स्ट डे पता चला कि जी गिर रहा है और गिरा और गिरा और गिरा और गिरा और क्या हो गया, मैंने 310 पे बाय किया था, अभी मैं फंस गया. So that happens, nothing but a bullish trap. We buy. This is the candle. You can see the green candle पे buy किया होता था, ठीक था, यहाँ किधर. लेकिन अगर अब मैंने top पे buy किया and next day immediately you can see a red candle coming. Okay, and the price has still gone up. You can see the price has still gone up. That means I am getting into a trap. Okay, some kind of a bullish trap is happening. The price has gone up, but the volume, the red, it is becoming reddish volume. Okay, so the reversal is possible, and that is what we saw here. Immediately वो reversal हुआ, नीचे गिरना चालू हो गया. The fourth situation is price is also going down and the volume is also going down. ये very common होता है, because now यहाँ volume भी नीचे हो रहा है और price भी नीचे हो रहा है. You can see. Similarly यहाँ भी आप देखेंगे तो volume भी नीचे होगा. Very less volumes. You can see volumes are reducing and the price is also reducing. Okay, so those situations are there. This on-balance volume indicator. How the volume is calculated, I will show you the method. Okay, here it is. Supposing day 1 pay, 10,000 stocks were traded and the closing price was 110. So my OBV on the day 1 is 10,000. Next day, 11,000 stocks were traded and the closing price is above 120. 120 means today's closing price is greater than yesterday's closing price. So 120 is greater than 110. What I will do when it is more, the current price is more than yesterday's price, I'll add this 1,000 to that 1,000, I'll add 11,000 and my OBV value becomes 21,000. The third day, the traded volume was 12,000 and the stock price went down. 120 से 118 हुआ, means it has gone down. So today's current price is less than yesterday's current price. So 21,000 में से ये 12,000 में minus करूँगा, तो 9,000 हो गया. Next day, fourth day, 20,000 हुआ and the price has gone up. So I'll add 20,000 plus the 9,000, that will become 29,000. And that is how the chart keeps on moving up and down. When the price, current price is greater than previous day's price, I add the volume in today's volume. When the current price is less than the current yesterday's price, I subtract the thing. And if both are equal, like total today's current price is equal to yesterday's current price, sorry, ये less than है. And here is my equal to. If it is less, I will subtract. So 29 minus 31 is minus 2. If it is equal, the current price and this are equal, in that case, I will remain as it is. ये volume में इसमें add नहीं करूँगा, जैसा था वैसा ही रहेगा. Now this current OBV values will tell me whether the trend is becoming bullish or bearish. If the OBV graph is increasing, it means it is bullish. If the OBV graph is going down, you can see the OBV is going up, OBV is going up. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि OBV यहाँ से यहाँ ऊपर bullish हुआ, फिर ये थोड़ा plateau हुआ, consolidation हुआ, वापस थोड़ा नीचे जा रहा है. Okay, here also you can see it went up, the volume went up, it then down. Why it went down? Because the price is below, the closing price is below. Okay, तो ये नीचे हुआ, फिर ऊपर गया वापस. Okay. OBV you can use on any time frame, whether it is 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. OBV gives better results on stocks than on indices, because problem ये है कि indices पर मेरे को वो data पूरा बराबर होना चाहिए, because one index Nifty 50 will have 50 stocks, तो उसका day to day basis पे वो information मिलना थोड़ा. So we have seen is that OBV gives a better result on stocks than on indices. That is why if you see TradingView OBV data ही नहीं है indices पे. When the OBV value is 0 or negative, we should not buy. That it is for shorting and not for buying. OBV you should use with other indicators. Now if the price is falling, volume is increasing and OBV is falling. So OBV नीचे आ रहा है, price भी नीचे आ रहा है, that means the trend is downwards. When the price is going up, in both these cases, if you see, the volume is high, But here the price is falling and OBV is falling. Here the price is going up and OBV is increasing. So if the price and OBV both are increasing, that gives me an indication that the trend is upwards. If the price is falling and the OBV is also falling, it gives me an indication that the trend is downwards. OBV tells me where the smart money, institutional investors' money is going. Okay, if there is a difference between the volume and the price and the OBV, it tells me that the smart people are taking advantage of the current trend, whereas the retailers are getting sacrificed. This is a situation which happens. FIIs, mutual fund, pension funds, they start buying the stock. When they buy, somebody has to sell at that time. Who are selling? Mostly the retailers. तो मैं सोचा कि प्राइस ऊपर हो गया तो मैंने बेचा, लेकिन और कोई बेच रहा है मेरी तरह, लेकिन there is somebody who is buying that stock. So what the retailers think many a times, ये प्राइस स्टॉक का बहुत ऊपर हो गया, मैं बेच डालता हूँ, मेरे को प्रॉफिट मिल गया. उस समय तो एक्चुअली FIIs एंटर हो गए. So when the volume is increasing, that will drive the price upwards. Now the price has gone too much up. And then some retailers, especially the newcomers, who are not having much of experience, they will think, अरे buy करते चलो, ये stock और भी ऊपर जा रहा है. और वो buy कर लिया और उसके बाद पता चला कि FIIs have started selling the stock. Because when he is buying at a higher price, somebody has to take advantage and FIIs say चलो बेचो. और नेक्स्ट डे वो बेचना चालू किया. जी का वही कंडीशन हुआ कि नेक्स्ट डे वो बेचना चालू किया और क्या हो गया, many people bought at this high levels and then it has started falling down. अभी भी वो ज्यादा नहीं गिरा है, खाली 350 से 290 पे है, लेकिन उसको कहाँ आना है, उसको आना है 260 पे करीबन, और नीचे भी जा सकता है. अभी न्यूज और थोड़ा बैड आएगा तो FIIs और बेच देगा. Retailers end up buying a stock when the price is high, when actually the institutional investors are selling the stock. The other end is retailers end up selling the stock when the institutional investors are buying. So accumulation होता है stock में जब भी there is a consolidation in the price and OBV is slowly increasing. Distribution होता है stock में when the price is in consolidation and slowly there is a decrease in the price and OBV is also started decreasing. So when this OBV is increasing, volume is increasing and people are buying, ये level पे consolidation हुआ, तो you can see the OBV is slowly settled down, price volumes also low. Then OBV started increasing here, OBV started increasing here, the price started increasing, और यहाँ वापस वो गिरा because वो red candle आया क्योंकि वो closing price was less than the previous day closing price. That is why it went down. And then this closing price थोड़ा ऊपर है इससे, okay, तो वो थोड़ा ऊपर हुआ, फिर ये नीचे हुआ, और now you can see the OBV is going down. But the volume is much lesser. You can see the volume is actually going down. The volume is actually going down. We will use two types of moving averages, simple or exponential. Anything you can use, nothing wrong. Simple moving average calculation is that period, that many closing prices will be taken, divided by the number of days. Supposing I take 20 SMA, means 20 days का closing price लेगा और divide by 20 करेगा. In the case of exponential, it will give some weights to the near candles, and that is how the exponential candles will move much closer to the stock compared to the simple moving average. The EMA moves much closer to the stock compared to the simple moving average. Normally traders will do, small traders will do 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, charts पे work करेंगे, 15 minutes पे work करेंगे. Scalpers will work on 1 minute. Okay, swing traders will work on day and week chart. Positional traders will work on week and month chart. Moving averages will reduce the amount of noise. Noise means ऊपर नीचे जो कैंडल जाता है, whipsaw होता है, उसको हम noise बोलते हैं. The direction of the moving average gives me the direction. If the slope is upwards, it means a bullish trend. If the slope is downwards, it means it is a bearish trend. Moving average also tells me वो support ले रहा है कि नहीं ले रहा है. Okay, if a stock is in uptrend, the moving average acts as a support. If the stock is in downtrend, the moving average acts as a resistance. In a consolidation, the stock is moving in a range. You can see here there is a consolidation. The moving average भी range में था. अभी moving average ऊपर होने चालू हुआ. ये green line भी ऊपर होने चालू हुआ. That means it is now when this stock is touching the line, the blue line, we take that it is a support. But when the stock is below and the red line or the green line, you can see at this point of time it is taking resistance. You can see here also the stock is touching the line. Stock ऊपर, price ऊपर होगा line से, तो we say it is a support. Price से नीचे होगा, line से नीचे होगा, तो we'll say it is a resistance. We can take moving averages of 5 period, 10 period, okay, 20 period, 50 period, 100 period. We can take time frames as 5 minutes, 15 minutes, depending upon what we use. When I want to see a trend line, normally I use 50 days simple moving average to find whether it is uptrend or downtrend. To find uptrend or downtrend, I use 50 days simple moving average. You can use EM also, it is okay. How to use different periods? Like a person. When the 5 DMA moves towards a closer than the actual one, I'll show you that particular thing on the graph. I'm removing the unbalanced value now so that I can show a bigger graph. Now you can see here, this is my smaller EMA 10 and this is my larger EMA. When the smaller EMA, so smaller means the smaller period EMA, the blue line crosses this line 50, this is the 50 line. What does it indicate? It means at this point of time the graph is telling me buy. When the smaller EMA moves upward of the larger EMA, that is a buy signal. When the smaller EMA moves down, you can see the larger one has moved up and the smaller one has now moved down. It means it is a sell. ये मार्च का पीरियड था, मार्च 2020 का पीरियड है. ये कभी का है अगस्त 21. ओके, ये रिसेंटली है, मार्च का यहाँ होगा. ओके, दिस इज द मार्च. सी हियर द पीरियड वाज हियर व्हेन द स्मॉलर EMA ये थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हुआ, विपसॉस हुआ और यहाँ से वो गिरना चालू हुआ. My smaller EMA blue line is below the red line, so it is the indication is sell. Here the blue line was above, so indication is buy. लेकिन ये पीरियड में बहुत विपसॉ हुआ, तो थोड़ा नहीं बाय करते थे या बाय करके रुक जाना चाहिए. ओके, whenever the blue line is above the green or red line, it means it is a buy condition. Whenever the blue line is below this red line, it is a sell condition. Here is a buy condition. Blue is above the green line. So what do you understand? You understand that in the moving average, if the shorter period moving average is going above the longer period moving average, you have to buy. Similarly, if a price goes above a moving average, you buy. If a price goes below a moving average, you sell. Here is that thing which I am saying. When the shorter period moving averages goes above the longer period move average, it means it is a golden cross, you buy the share. When the shorter period moving average goes below the longer period moving average, it means it is a you sell. So when you buy, we say it is a golden cross. When you sell, we say it's a death cross or a dead cross. ADX. ADX is the indicator which gives me the strength. There are two positives. One is the DMI positive and another one is DMI negative. The DMI tells me the direction, whether the strength is bullish, green line, or the strength is bearish, red line. ADX identifies the strength. Normally we use the 14th period default one. The value of ADX will lie between 0 and 100. Above 25 we'll consider as positive. Below 25 we'll consider as strength is weakening. Whether ADX is positive or negative, it is irrespective of the DMI. DMI positive होगा तो it means bullish trend. DMI negative है तो it means bearish trend. Now these values, it is important for you to note it down. If it is between 0 and 15 ADX, we'll say it is a consolidation. Below 20, weak strength. Between 20 and 40, or maybe up to 60 or 65, the strength is strong. Rarely it goes above 60, 65. We are taking as ADX 25 ka line indicates below 25 weak, above 25 we take it as strong. And once the ADX crosses above 60 or something, there is an indication that there is a possible reversal which is happening. Okay. If the DMI is above the DMI, green line is above the red, indicates buy the stock. The stock is uptrend, the strength is strong, DI is also above 25, go and buy it, bullish. If the DMI red is above the DMI green, what does it mean? Sell the stock. At that time, if we see the ADX is good, strength is above 25, stock is downward, ADX, DMI line is also downwards, what you do, you go and sell the stock. If ADX strength is very much less and it is going downwards, even though DMI positive दिखा रहा है, you should avoid the stock because the possibility is there that वो stock नीचे गिरेगा. Now we never take a decision based on only ADX or only price or only moving average. We see 3 or 4 things. We see the Bollinger Band, we see the ADX DMI values, we see the RSI values, and that is how we take a decision on buying or selling. ADX can be used for any stocks, exchange, futures, mutual funds, ETFs, any time frames, and we cross verify with other things before we take a buy or sell decision. Okay, ADX can be used for intraday, swing, positional, or core portfolio investment. This is what I'll do next time. Okay, I'll just adding ADX just now. Once again to show you the ADX come. I pick up ADX. You can see here, the blue line is ADX strength. The green line tells me it is positive. The red line tells me it is negative. Just now it crossed over here at this level. And now ADX is also moving above. Now you can see here, there is a stock which already crossed 60 level. You see the ADX has already crossed 60 level. Rarely it crosses 60. अगर वो ADX 60 को क्रॉस किया तो समझ जाने का कि स्टॉक नीचे गिरने का चालू हो जाएगा. That is what has happened also. You can see the green line has started coming down. The red line has started moving up. ये कौन सा है? ZEAL है. The same thing you can see here also. I'm removing the volume and I'm putting ADX. Indicator. We'll have to remove some indicator. Okay, let me remove this 10 AM. Okay, now I'll add ADX. I'm just increasing the thickness. Plus DI is green, minus DI is red. So I'm just increasing the thickness. Now you can see here. This is Bajaj Finance. At this point of time, okay, मैं 25 करता हूँ जो मैंने आपसे बताया मैं I would prefer using 25. So this line, dotted line is a 25 line. Once it goes above 25, the strength is positive, the green line is also positive, the red line is negative, down below 25. So it tells me that ये अच्छी बात है, ये यहाँ तक पहुँच गया है 60, 58 तक पहुँच गया है. So 60 normally is the highest level at the ADX reaches. Then you can realize this, when the ADX line is horizontal, you can see the stock is also moving horizontal. Okay, यहाँ से वापस वो गिरना चालू हुआ. So what you have to do, you have to confluence, take multiple things, look at the price chart, look at the moving averages, look at the volumes, look at the ADX, RSI, look at the Bollinger Band, and then you take your decision. Now supposing I'm taking, this is my moving average. So moving average is telling me it is positive, go ahead. Then what I'll do, I'll remove this moving average and I'll put a Bollinger Band because here I'm not allowed more than three indicators. So मैं क्या करूँगा, Bollinger Band डालूंगा. So here is my Bollinger Band. I've added Bollinger Band, and then I'll see now what is happening. Bollinger Band, ये है blue line, you can see here, and this is my 20. Bollinger Band का middle line is 20 SMA. और readymade मेरे को SMA line मिलता है, तो मैं देख लिया. Now if you have a setup like this, that I am having Bollinger Band which gives me 20 SMA also, then I am having my ADX and OBV. All the three will tell me, चलो ठीक है. So whether stock buy करना है नहीं करना है. Now you can see here, ये ऊपर गया, blue line को touch किया, upper band को, और फिर वो नीचे आया median पे. Now as it comes down, we'll see how much it has come down. If it comes down further more, we'll go and buy it. Otherwise, we'll wait for the right price for the stock. Now many a times we use this along with FIB levels. So I draw my FIB levels. So FIB is not coming properly just now. I'm not able to draw the FIB levels here. I don't know why. The chart is giving me some problem. Okay, we end the day for today. Now we'll be using these indicators very regularly. So today is the first day when we use in depth. So future में भी हम लोग use करेंगे. And when I'm doing the other things also, I'll keep on revisiting this indicator so that you get an idea. But normally we should know 3 to 4 indicators properly. So you can know Bollinger Band, RSI, ADX, then volume indicator, OBV. All this will help you to take your right decisions. And along with that, you should be able to see the charts. If you are able to see the charts properly, then it will help you to take a proper decision. Just now, this fellow is not moving only. जितना भी मैं I'm not able to draw the maybe internet का issue है कि क्या पता नहीं. और कुछ?
So Viraj, I have one question. Like as we have that FII is entering, price moves up and they sell, then prices go down. So should investing should one consider that whether the FII is entering into market and then only buy, or that should be one criteria?
We should buy with the FIIs and sell with the FIIs. If we are able to do that, we'll be having a safe. But many a times we are little late in buying, and many a times we are afraid of selling because we have bought at higher prices. तो वो भी एक हमारे लिए प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है कि हमने क्या प्राइस पे बाइंग किया है. And then when we sell, we realize that we are selling now at a loss, or we have to wait for the future buying or the change in the stock. Okay. So Z का case was like this only. Z was 150, 180 पे बहुत टाइम से पड़ा था. It went to 230 levels, and that is the time I did not remove the stock. But once again वो 80, 180 पे चला गया. That is the time I realized कि मेरे को निकाल देना चाहिए था, because there was not much of movement. And now suddenly because of the news which is coming up, Z has started moving up. तो 230 पे वापस गया. तभी मैंने सोचा कि अभी मैं निकाल दूँ. लेकिन उस समय क्या था? Because of the news, many people are thinking that let us enter the stock. So like retailers are now so many numbers that people are entering even at higher levels. Then we should be removing it. और अभी जाके वो 280, 290 पे आ गया और वापस जाके नीचे गिरेगा. तब जाके रिटेलर्स को लगेगा अरे भाई मैंने तो नुकसान कर दिया मेरा. So we should be with the FIIs. We will not be able to time them. But when we see a stock moving up, when we see the ADX moving up, when the prices are moving up, the volumes are also moving up, that is an indication which tells me that there is some movement in this stock.
Okay. But there is nowhere or any indicator that FII is entering.
No, there is no indicator. But at the end of the day, I come to know that volume FIIs का कितना buying हुआ, not in a particular stock. That a particular stock, you will have to see the stock का data. Then you will come to know. That also it is not so easy because that information will not be reliable. वो 3-4 दिन के बाद तुमको पता चलेगा कि FIIs ने इसमें buy किया.
बहुत बढ़ गया रहेगा प्राइस.
वो तो हमारे प्राइस very second day बढ़ जाता है. So we have to buy with the demand zones and the supply zones, which I tell you many times DZ. You have to buy at DZ levels because the demand zone has a candle pattern, a big candle, then a small candle, and a big candle, or a falling price, or a longer price. Okay? I'll close for the day because I'm not. I have to go some. Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Viraj.
थोड़ा समझा कि नहीं?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Viraj.
Daily you will be able to, when we use these charts and all, you'll be able to understand little better as we start using it. Don't
Sure,
worry,
sure,
you'll be using it
definitely.
and you will be there with me for a long period. At least the knowledge तुमको मिलेगा 100%. Promise you.
Share the
Thank you,
recording
thank
so
you.
that we can do some revision.
I'll give this record. Chalo.
Okay, great. That will be great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.